Here we go. Oh, so how's your Saturday?
It's been going well. Yeah, I've studied on some of the sessions. They've been really good.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I've really been enjoying the pre-recording. So the ones that are pre-recorded, so that kind you can watch at your leisure, right? So
Yes, yeah.
the fireside stories, the keynote speaker for this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jeremy did a really, is that this one that you were talking about? Was he the keynote?
Yeah, this morning.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was very well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Len. He's my co-presenter. He's got his OYAP hat on too.
We'll get started in about 2 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Now, do you need me to help, like for you to share your screen? Are you sharing anything or just talking?
I'm going to be sharing, well, we both are going to be sharing our screens. So,
Okay, so
yeah,
I will fix that right now.
thanks.
So just flip us in and out of sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Deb.
No problem. So which OYAP are you from?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Waterloo Catholic.
Oh, okay.
And
All
I'm
right.
from District School Board of Niagara.
Oh, okay. All right. I come to you from Hamilton.
Oh, nice.
My wife's from.
Uh,
Yeah.
I like being in Hamilton.
I basically live in Hamilton. We're in Hamilton.
I live in the north end of Hamilton by Bayfront Park.
Oh.
I live, okay, maybe 2 blocks from the General Hospital, if you know where the General Hospital is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife's Stony Creek, Barton and Nash.
Oh, okay.
That's where family is. Yeah. Brother-in-law works at the Fasco. My father-in-law worked for Russell Metals.
Oh.
Lots of, yeah.
Lots of Hamilton connections, eh?
Oh, I'm there all the time. Yeah.
All right. So it is 1:10 now. If you want to jump in, welcome everybody to the OYAP presentation.
Do you want to introduce yourself first there, Lennon?
Yeah, name is Leonard Bombaco. I am the OYAP coordinator for the Waterloo Catholic District School Board. I'd like to welcome everyone to our session right now. I hope you find it informative and you take away some nuggets of great information to help you make some future decisions in your career pathway journey. My career pathway started a long time ago. I was one of those people that had to go to university, so my parents highly guided me that way, and that's my journey started. And then from there, I went on to computer science and computer IT, and being a technology teacher, science teacher. After coming from industry for a little bit, and lo and behold, I'm in co-op and careers, and I've been doing all of this for the school board on various capacities for the last 24 odd years.
Nice. Hi, I'm Jill Russell. I'm the OYAP coordinator for the District School Board of Niagara. I had an interesting journey to my job as well. In my previous job was as an electrical engineer for General Motors. And in that job capacity, I worked side by side with skilled trades people all the time, whether they be electricians, millwrights, pipe fitters, and realized firsthand how important the skilled trades are. And so this is what we're here to talk about today. I certainly couldn't have done my job without the skilled trades. We don't have homes built without the skilled trades. We don't have nice meals at restaurants without the skilled trades. So we're here to talk about that today. And also we want this to be very interactive as well. So please use the chat, use the Q&A. There was, first of all, could we start off with a raise of hands? How many of you were in the morning session about OYAP? Will you be able to tell that to us, Deborah?
Sorry, I was on mute. Two people have raised their hands.
Okay, thank you. So, so some of you maybe didn't see the information. We're going to build on that information so that if you were in the morning session, we're going to build on that. If you weren't, don't worry about it. We have lots of time for Q&A, so we'll get started. What I'm going to do is share my screen. We have a short video that we'd like to start off with.
Why do we work? Is it for salary? Is it for identity? Is it for survival? Or is it for something greater? Learn skills to change the world around you. OYAP. Your path, your future.
So that was a video that the Leonard School Board put together, and we thought it was really powerful. It had a really powerful message because, you know, sometimes we think about why we work, and there's the usual answers. Well, I want to earn a lot of money, or I want to have, be able to provide for my family, and those are all great answers. But I really like the part of the video where it says, is it for something greater? Can we do something to learn skills that will help change the world around us? And so I wonder, do you agree with that? Do you think that having a job is about learning skills that can help you change the world? Maybe you could raise your hand in the chat or raise your hand if you think that's the case. And if you raised your hand and you said, yes, I think that's the case, how does that make you feel? Maybe you could, in the chat, include maybe a word that helps, does it make you feel any particular way if you truly feel that you can gain skills to change the world around you?
I think we may have some shy participants.
I think so, but that's okay. I'm going to turn it over now to Len. He's going to talk about a few things about OYAP, and then maybe by the time we get to the next Q&A, we'll have some people answering. So I'm going to stop. I did stop sharing my screen. So Len, you're good to go.
Thank you. Apprenticeship. Does everyone see the slideshow?
No.
I see that. Share my screen. Should I share it? I'll share it then. There we go. Share. Can everyone see that now?
Yeah, can see it.
Yes? Okay.
Yep.
Apprenticeship, pathway to skilled trades. I'll show you a little video here. This really is a good roundabout way to tie in what we're going to talk to. So it's a good lead in. Consider a career in skilled trades and why.
There's no sound. Are you wearing headphones?
Nope. Not at all.
When you share your screen,
No
you have
sound
to
at
click
all?
that little button. Yeah.
Oh, you are sharing a little button. Let me stop share for a second.
Stop sharing and then reshare again.
And then it's asking me to pick up something and share computer sound. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's start this again. Share. It's a short little video.
Satisfying careers.
Is that better?
Perfect.
Across Canada and around the world, skilled tradespeople are in high demand. If you like to work with your hands and solve problems, These opportunities could be the beginning of a satisfying career in the skilled trades. Not everyone belongs in an office. In fact, many tradespeople prefer to be actively engaged in their day-to-day work, immediately able to see their efforts come to life. They report a sense of accomplishment from their work and are often paid well beyond the Canadian average. Tradespeople use the latest technology and tools to turn plans into reality, concepts into three-dimensional solutions. Mechanical ability, good hand-eye coordination, and strong math skills are a great foundation for success in the trades. Are you looking for a creative outlet? Tradespeople often use their imagination and creativity to turn raw materials into the products we use every day. Others keep the lights on, the water flowing, and our homes heated. They build, operate, and maintain the physical infrastructure we take for granted. Before you pursue someone else's idea of a good future, consider the unlimited career options in the skilled trades. Crane operators, boiler makers, auto mechanics, and hairdressers are just a few of more than 300 trades occupations. And your career path doesn't stop with certification. Tradespeople are in high demand as trades instructors, supervisors, and inspectors. Many go on to own their own businesses. It can all start with an apprenticeship, a unique post-secondary option that combines on-the-job training with time in school. Best of all, you get paid while you learn new skills and gain practical on-the-job experience. The future belongs to those who build it. Want to get started? The Canadian Apprenticeship Forum invites you to learn more at careersintrades.ca.
Okay. It's a cute little video, kind of sums up the career pathway for apprenticeship that we're here to talk to you about today. So after reviewing the video, what are the skilled trades you noticed in this video? Maybe you can post your answers to the chat. What are some of the skilled trades you noticed after watching this video? Shy people.
Maybe we should have told them to look for the skilled trades beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's Silas.
Oh, thank you, Alexia.
Also, too, if you want to, if you don't want to type, you can also speak. I turned on all your mics.
Wonderful. Give a couple more seconds. Oh, mechanic, yep. Alrighty. So the ones that we found, hydraulic, pneumatic, mechanic. They work on fixing pneumatic water and gas systems in industry. Baker, patissier, plumber, crane operator. You'll see an HVAC, refrigeration, air conditioning systems mechanic. They fix your air conditioning and your heating systems in your house. Construction, thank you for the person who posted that. Boiler maker, automotive service, and our hairstylist. So congratulations for those who picked them all out. Next one, what are the trades? Well, the trades are grouped into 4 different categories. The first one we'll see here is motive power. The second one is service. The third one is construction. And the last one is industrial. So the first one, motive power category. These would be your motorized vehicles. So trades that would be occupations trades that are associated to this category: auto service tech, auto body repairer, automotive painter, automotive electrician accessory technician. So they would be in charge of all the accessories you get installed into your car. That can be anything from security systems to sound systems and so on. Motorcycle technician, small engine technician, truck and trailer technician, heavy duty equipment, and so on. Service sector. These ones would be agricultural fruit grower, agricultural dairy herds person. These are just some of them. Horse grooms person. Arborist would be person that comes around to your house or to the neighborhood and tree cuts. Make sure that what we call the canopy in the city and the area is kept at a reasonable height. You need someone to come in to actually take a look and understand it, all the aspects of that tree. So there is quite a bit of schooling to become an arborist. and actually how to take down a tree and cut down a tree or trim it or prune it. There's a lot of science behind that. So there is a lot of schooling associated with it. Assistant cook, baker, chef, retail meat cutter. They would be your butcher, what they used to be called in the old school name. Educational assistants are principal trades, child and youth care worker, child development practitioner. This catches a few people off guard, but this is a starting point to your occupation towards a ECE, so an early childhood educator. People that work with in daycare settings. And there's other services. There's your hairstylist, electronic service tech, horticultural technician, and so on. Next one, construction. Third category, brick and stone mason. They would be in charge of look after actually bricking the outside of your home. General carpenter, framing the home. Electrician, cement finisher, in charge of putting all the cement around your home, walkways and pathways, and so on. Floor installer, sprinkler installer, drywall finisher, and so on. Construction laborer, refrigerant, again, HVAC, cooling, and it ties into plumbing as well. Last one, industrial. These would be occupations where you would work in a manufacturing or industrial type setting. So welding, machinists, they would make different types of parts for industry. Programming for computer modeling or CNC programming. Industrial millwright mechanic, these would be mechanics that would fix big machines that would relatively be, most of them would be stationary. They would be in an industrial setting. Draftsperson, designing and tech design, electronic motor systems technician for that. At this point, before I get into myths and facts, are there any questions that we can field at this time?
I have a question.
Yep.
I always get inquiries for a trade, but it's not deemed a trade when you look it up. Tattoo artists.
Yes. So tattoo artist is not a trade. There's 144 trades, and at the end of the presentation, we'll bring up the chart. It is at the OYAP.com site, and that's not one of them. The other questions we usually get as well is airline pilot. Is airline pilot or is airline mechanic a trade? And that's not a trade either. You would think it would be, but that's, I know for airline, it's governed in the government of Canada, so it's under different regulations. For tattoo artists, it's not a trade at all. There's no schooling for it. As far as it being a set pathway to earn your credentials. When we talk about apprenticeship pathway, we talk about there is some type of schooling that's there. There are two types of trades. There's compulsory trades, which means there has to be a licensed journey person who's gone through schooling and hours, or voluntary, which means anybody can do the job. Tattoo artist is neither. It's in its own little world out there.
Oh, okay, thank you. And Alexia asked about a flight attendant.
Excellent question again. That is not a trade as well. There's no schooling. There's no schooling along the apprenticeship pathway. When we talk about the apprenticeship pathway, we're talking about earning while you're learning. So you will learn next to a person who's already a journey person, and they will guide you along the way, and they will count off your hours because you have so many hours to accumulate. And there's also certain levels of schooling that you'll be invited to participate in order to, what we say, get your certification at the end. Apprenticeships are managed and governed, or I'll say managed and registered out of the Ministry of Labor, Training, Skills Development. So when you get signed on as an apprentice, you'll be signed in through the ministry and you'll be registered with the ministry. And they'll guide you through that whole process of the hours you need, competencies that you need to be specifically signed off on, and the schooling times that you'll need to attend. So flight attendant would fit under the Government of Canada regulations as well. So there's flight attendant school. There'll be some schooling towards that, but it's not a trade.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Myths and facts, Jill? Okay. Myths and facts about the skilled trades. Students have good grades should not consider the skilled trades. True or false? Waiting for someone to post the answer in the chat. Shy people. Okay, the answer is false. To thrive in skilled trades, one must display creativity, be ready to perform practical work, have reading skills, have writing skills, have math skills. And the last one's probably the most important out of all of them. They're all intertwined, but strong math skills in a lot of the trades is very, very important to be successful. The trades open up a lot of opportunities for you as far as experience, as far as competencies and tasks that you're going to want to learn. You get exposed to a wide array of skills that you can build on for your own career journey. So a lot of creativity, a lot of practical work, a lot of hands-on work, but you need to be competent in reading, your writing skills as well, and very, very strong math skills. Number 2, is the skilled trades work. In the skilled trades work is always dirty, noisy, and physically demanding. True or false? False. Whether? Absolutely, it is false. Here are some trades that are popping up. They don't look very dirty to me. The first one's an EA or a person working as an education assistant in that type of setting, a schooling setting. Person on top is probably instrumentation, could be electrician, but probably what we call under the industry category, instrumentation technician. We have a crane operator, and the young lady working that computer, probably a CNC operator, or it could be a machinist working a CNC lathe, or a programmer, a CNC programmer. A lot of these trades, yes, they are very high paying, but they're in clean settings. Okay, so don't think that they're all dirty, that you're going to come in with, knee full of grease all the time. Very safe, a lot of safety procedures and protocols. Actually, sometimes the most safe places to work are in the skilled trades, because they take safety very, very seriously, and there's a lot of safety training backed by the trade and by the companies that they have to follow. Child development practitioner, there's your electrician, crane operator, and your CNC programmer. All these are in high demand at this moment. We can't find enough of any of these tradespeople just because of the demographics right now, and the number of retirements happening, and the very few students going into the trade in general. University is the only pathway to a good career. True or false? I have one false. False again. And the answer is false. Skilled trades are an excellent first choice career. And when I present to all my audiences, I always say it's the first choice. I stress the first choice. You can do this career. You can take on an apprenticeship while you're going to university part-time or college part-time. These are skills for life. Even if you go in and you'll explore a skill trade, doesn't mean you have to be in that skill trade forever. There's other occupations that branches you off into, but it's actual first career choice and gives you the hands-on experience. And I can talk to you about an example of a student of mine who got into a university for engineering. Very high marks, wanted to do that really badly, but he decided, you know what, I want the practical experience first. So he deferred his university, first year university entrance acceptance to pursue an electrician apprenticeship first. And he's way better off after I talked to him. He's prepared him really well for going to university after that. He started to do it at the same time, and it gave him a part-time job. Once he was an apprentice electrician, he's working with the company all the way through and going to university. So very strong opportunity to pursue your first career choice. Comes off, you can become the boss. What is a good career? Skilled trades provide excellent opportunities for career advancement. True or false? True. Absolutely true. Supervisor, inspectors, and so on. And you can work your way up the ladder. A lot of the people that work their way up into the financial part of a company or so on have started off on the floor, really general laborers, picked up an apprenticeship, worked with their hands in their trade, really understand how the company works, and they worked their way up to be an inspector, to be a supervisor or a boss. This is just a stepping stone. So think of it that way. Don't really want you to, after today and after the conclusion of the conference, to really look at starting an apprenticeship just when you graduate high school, because it's not the only occupation you can do at that same time. It branches you off and it gets you prepared for the other opportunities that will present themselves after following that journey through the company that you're working for. Teacher. Again, entrepreneurs, you can start your own business. A lot of our small businesses out there, whether they're your refrigeration, cooling person that comes over to fix your air conditioner, or a plumber, or a contractor, or the person comes over to do some painting or renovation in your house, they're probably a small business owner. It means they're their own boss. You are not tied down to be working with a company. You can start it all on your own and start from scratch. If you're a cook, you can open up your own restaurant and follow it that way. So there's lots of opportunities for you. Skilled trades are exclusively for men. False. Absolutely, it's false. These are just some of the careers that women partake in. Lots of participation, lots of opportunities for both men and women in all of our trades that are listed. There we go.
Do we want to stop this here so we can get to the Q&A and the other video, Len? Or
I think so.
Okay. I'll need you to share this. Be able to have access back to the screen. Thanks so much.
Go.
Hopefully everyone enjoyed the information that was presented. And now that you've heard about apprenticeship more, some of you might be thinking, well, exactly what can I expect from an apprenticeship style of learning? And Len's already talked a bit about that, but basically you're learning from an expert. The journey person that you'll be working side by side with is an expert in their field, and they're passing their knowledge on to you through a work experience. And usually for most apprenticeships, about 80 to 90% of your time will be spent on the job, earning money with one journey person or a number of them, and 10 to 20% will be spent in school. So that would usually be at a college, or it could be at a trade organization. So for example, the video that Len showed at the beginning, for an auto mechanic, about 6,500 hours, so that's about 3.5 years time, are spent on the job, and about 720 hours are spent in school. And last year, some of our students had the opportunity to work in an apprenticeship style of learning with a master crafts person in our school board. And they we were very fortunate that they gave their permission for us to create this video about that experience. And so we want to show you it now, because it talks a lot about apprenticeship and how you can learn from a master crafts person. So I'm going to share my screen again. And oops. Whoop. The District School Board of Niagara is privileged to have Chuck Commanda, one of the few master birch bark canoe makers in Canada, here working with our students, teaching them the traditional ways of birch bark canoe making, sharing stories with them, and just connecting with them. We were able to provide this opportunity for our students with the support of the Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Program.
I thought this process was actually really unique, and I felt kind of special to be a part of it, because not many people get to see a birch bark canoe being made. They can see them in water, yeah, but you can't see a lot of them being made, especially by a master crafts person. It's just like, it feels like a gift.
It's really more personalized when it comes to an apprenticeship, since you are with like that one-on-one relationship. You can be able to a more personal relationship with the apprenticeship or with the master craftsman, and you also learn a little bit more given that you can direct personal questions towards the master craftsman. I find it really cool that he was able to like the skills he used to be able to like bend the wood and stuff and actually make the skeleton of the canoe. It was kind of cool to see that, how he steamed it and stuff.
The reason why I do this, well, number one, it's my ancestors from beyond that tell me that this is what I'm to do. This is my purpose in life at this point in my life. It gives me great pleasure to be able to pass that on to the younger generations, particularly the Indigenous youngsters.
I've had the wonderful opportunity to be part of the canoe build from the beginning on site here. So I've been able to see the process from beginning to end, and that's kind of one of the things in apprenticeship where you start is just observing and watching. So when you begin on a project that is complex, it takes a long time to learn, and it looks simple, but it's not simple at all. And one of the things that I had remarked was that in my trade, which is a mechanical trade, everything's metal, everything's measured to a high degree of precision with micrometers and thousandths of an inch. And on this, Chuck, my master craftsman, used a tape measure at the very outset just to center the bark and never picked up a tape measure again. And it's, you know, he's got a sense of it, so it's really very much an art form. And most trades become art forms at their higher levels of practice.
Every now and then you come across some that are really not interested, but it's the ones that are interested you pay particular attention to, because this is something that instinctively would have been, you know, theirs. And at the same time, they get a sense of stewardship where they want to protect the woods and nature in general. You know, because even though our governments want to deny that there's climate change happening, we know that it is happening based on the subtle signs I see in the woods. You know, for instance, the bark ain't the same quality as it was growing up in the 70s. You know, and the little signs that we used to look for aren't there anymore.
What started with such simple forest-harvested materials of birch bark, spruce roots, and cedar logs has become so much more. The passing of knowledge from master builder Chuck Commanda to the Indigenous students was not only about the traditional practice of birch bark canoe building, but also about storytelling and stewardship. Students had the opportunity to consider over 20 significant Indigenous people for the naming of the canoe. At the inaugural launch, the canoe was given the name Autumn after 15-year-old water warrior Autumn Peltier. Autumn is a fierce advocate for water protection and a symbol of Indigenous youth leadership and determination. The canoe will be welcomed at our DSBN schools so that the learning can continue for all students. Special thanks to Chuck Commanda for making all this possible.
So I hope you enjoyed seeing that video, and the reason we decided to show it today was just to kind of bring home the point about apprenticeship and how, you know, the hands-on nature of apprenticeship, and you can connect with master craftspeople known as journeymen, and they're guiding you through your learning in the trades, as well as the time that you spend at college for sort of the those hours of in-school learning. So at this point, we've got about 5 or 6 minutes left. Perhaps we can ask if there are any questions at this point. And if there are, we'd be happy to answer them. And if not, Len has a few more slides that he can share. but we'd like to take any questions that you might have about apprenticeship or about types of trades or anything.
Okay. I'll put the poster up right now. There's a trades
Okay,
poster I'd
great.
like to share everyone. If I can share that. There you go. Does everyone see the poster? So the 144 trades are listed here. Those are the 4 sectors. I put it in the chat where you can find the poster. If you go to www.oyap.com. If you have any questions for your OYAP coordinator, then you can fill out, there's a little contact form there. It'll be sent right to your OYAP coordinator and they'll get in touch with you. Natasha, what are the options for people with no high school diploma? And what can you do to help with that maturity of credits? Fantastic question. Our school board, Waterloo Catholic School Board, has a adult learning school. So explore how to get your credits there. What's great about OYAP is co-op, right? So you can participate in any of these trades, even if they're restricted. You'll see little triangles next to them, or those little triangles means that you need to be with a tradesperson. But if you're in co-op, earning credits, you can participate in any of these trades during those co-op hours. So I encourage you to go and see if there's a co-op program for adult learners and pursue it that way. But the only way you can participate is through co-op, or you need a registered training agreement. Yeah,
and to add on to that a little bit too is a lot of the school boards, I'm not sure which school board you're with, but a lot of the school boards have what's called dual credits at the college level. And a lot of these are in trades areas, because sometimes you might not really be sure what trade you're interested in. So you can become part of the dual credits and perhaps explore something like welding or construction at the college level. And the reason they're called dual credits is because they count towards your high school diploma as well as college. So that's another way that you can finish off your high school diploma if you haven't done so already.
OYAP is your solution here. OYAP, getting into co-op placement in one of the skilled trades, your journey starts there. And you can do it right through high school, and you can get your co-op credits while you're doing it. So co-op will be part of your requirements to, or you can use it as far as credits towards your OSSD or high school diploma, and at the same time you're working. I did put an apprenticeship pathway diagram up. Hope you can all see it. At the bottom where the arrow is, it says where you started at high school. So if you graduated high school and you completed OYAP, which means you got all your OSSD credits, you got your diploma, and you did co-op in one of the trades, hopefully that company will take you on, because the hardest piece here is getting a mentor and getting a placement for you. So OYAP solves that through co-op. Hopefully the co-op teacher in the school can catch you connected to a good employer that's looking for work, and you can get paid while you're in OYAP, while you're in co-op. Absolutely. And then you're on the job and you're working for a little bit if you follow the pathway. Now it's not straight, a lot of winds along the apprenticeship pathway, but a lot of the time, let's say you're pursuing hairstylist, or let's say you're pursuing auto service tech. There'll be an invitation once you're signed on with a journey person. You'll be given an invitation to go to school for, let's say, a little piece of time. You can finish that schooling block, you come back to work. So you're earning while you're learning. You go back to school for the second time, you're on the job again, go back to school for the third time, you go on the job again. And of all of that, you will set yourself up with your journey person, the person you're working with, you're apprenticing with. They will let you know when you're ready to write the exam. And once you do your certificate of qualification, you are now full-fledged journey person in the trade. So full electrician or carpenter, whatever it is, you're a full-fledged person and on a journey person on within the province of Ontario. So the little maple leaves just mean that once you get your CFQ and you're done that journey, and it's different for every trade. Every trade has a different amount of schooling. Majority of them are 3, but some of them are 2. But the majority of them also they all have different types of hours you need to put into the trade in order for you to do your last little piece. But the little the little maple leaves just mean once you're certified, you can work anywhere in the country, in any province. It's interprovincial. You don't have to recertify if you move to that province again.
I'm just going to jump in, Len, because there's another question in the chat. It says, can you graduate high school with the co-op program? So if you have all your requirements, so you need so many English credits and math credits and such, yes, the co-op credits count as high school credits. So depending on how many credits you need to graduate, you can absolutely graduate from high school with co-op. you also have the option that if you've graduated, recently graduated, or say you're graduating in June, but you haven't, you've never taken a co-op and you're not really sure what you want to do. In many cases, not all, but in many cases, you can come back the following September, even though you've graduated, and still participate in co-op. Take a full day co-op, and then that helps you on your trade experience.
Yeah. Now in our school, we have a program called Credits at Work for Adults. And if they're working in the field, we can transfer that into co-op credits as well. So you would start earning your co-op credits where you're working. So take a look at these different programs you have. Once you're signed up for OYAP, you can, regardless, you can start your apprenticeship right away. And even though co-op is over, you continue to work, okay? Because you're allowed to work all the way through. As long as you're registered at your school and you're still earning credits for your OSSD, your registered training agreement will not expire. It doesn't expire until, or we don't mark it until after you graduated high school. We let them know you've completed OYAP and everything is fine and you're on your merry way. So OYAP really is that piece to get you connected through an employer through co-op. Please explore all the opportunities that your board has to offer for co-op. Could even be night school co-op. There's different programs offered by different boards.
Yeah. And Natasha's asking what adult high schools do you work with? And that's in Waterloo, right?
Yeah, so we have St. Louis Adult Learning Center. And again, if you're in the area, I do believe there is some out of region registrations they take, and a lot of it's remote as well. So explore that. Every school board will have, or every region should have some type of adult learning center connected to that. As long as it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're earning credits towards an OSSD, you can participate in co-op. You can participate in OYAP in one of these trades, and we'll try to connect you with at least a great experience with an employer. Hopefully, we'll sign you on and continue your journey pathway.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your information on the OYAP. That's fantastic information to have. I'm sorry, but I do have to end the session to get into my next session. So thank you so much, Jill and Len, for presenting on the OYAP. It was very informative. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, team. Thank you, everyone who participated, and good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.